asked, how do you decide what your book cover should look like? This is a great question because I can definitely see my own growth and understanding of what to think about when you create a book cover from when I first started to now. So, my very first ebook, I just had an idea for the cover. I had a friend create it and then I put it out there. And something that I've learned over the years when you're creating a book cover is yes, you may have ideas, you may have colors that you like, but it's really important to take time and actually look at the other books in your genre. Look at the books that are selling well. Look at the format, look at the font, look at the types of pictures, the words that they use, because I've seen some writers experience this where they have an idea for their book and they go ahead and just run with it, they launch it, and then down the road they figure out, oh my goodness, my cover does not match the genre and the books that are selling well in the genre. And so then at that point they have to go back and then redo their cover, redo all that work. So it's really important to look at the books in your genre. The other thing that's important is to actually hire someone who knows graphic design. For those of us who are not graphic designers, we can create an image in Canva or put together something using the Amazon templates, but it really takes a designer's eye to make sure that the font looks right, that it looks really professional, and especially if you have artwork on your cover or even pictures, you really want the highest quality. So I encourage you to look in your circles for friends who are graphic designers or go onto Upwork.com or Fiverr.com and find people with good ratings that have the types of cover that you're looking for. This is one area that I really encourage authors to invest in, not skimp on, because your book cover will help sell your book. And book covers can range from anywhere to $100 for a book cover to thousands of dollars for a book cover. So just know that there's a variety of services that you can get. If you're paying less, it doesn't mean the book cover is not as good, but definitely do your research. And my caution to you is not to get so attached to your image of the book cover, but again, really looking at the genre, really looking at what's out there, and then keep being open-handed with your ideas and realizing that a book cover is an artistic expression. And so your book cover may not end up with being the exact idea you had in your head, but trusting, working with a graphic artist you trust, looking at the genre, having those kind of guardrails in place will help you create a book cover that you can be proud of and that will help sell your book to the right people who enjoy that genre. So, again, when you're creating a book cover, don't just pick your favorite picture or your favorite artwork that you created. Actually, find a professional. And because we're talking about book covers, the same goes for the title of your book. So often we can think of these really cute, abstract words to use as the title of our book. But again, we want to look at what books are selling in our genre, what titles are people drawn to, because if our title is too abstract and too outside of what's normal for the genre, people are not going to understand what it's about. So, for example, if you are writing a memoir about battling leukemia, that should be somewhere in the title. Leukemia, battling. If you make it too abstract, where it's just overcoming obstacles, people will have no idea what it's about. And so you really want your title, your copy on your book to be specific, powerful, let people know what they're getting.